So we're going to have our Christmas play, and Ethan and Cami can go up and find their places behind the pulpit there. They're our narrators for today. And I say it in it's narrated in the introduction to the play, but I just want to explain that the Elf on the Shelf is a kind of a tradition for children where an elf comes to the family's house and looks at the family's behavior and sees if they are behaving nice and naughty. And the nice behavior, the elf goes back to the North Pole at night and reports back to Santa the nice behavior, and comes back and finds a hiding spot. Sometimes the elves are a little mischievous, so the hiding spots are sometimes a little funny. But the elf finds a hiding spot, and the children aren't allowed to touch the elf because that wrecks the elf magic. Now, I just wanted to say that that is not a real elf on the shelf up here. There's he or she, it's a knockoff, yes. Doesn't have a name, so it's just, you can touch that one, and it's not a real magic elf. And for our play today, Elizabeth will be playing the part of that elf. So we need, let's see, we need Elizabeth to come up to be our elf, and then Laura and Mia will come in a bit. So narrators can start.
Once upon a time, there was an elf on a shelf. This particular elf was named Seven. It was her job to watch a family and see what good deeds they were doing and report back to Santa Claus to see if the people should be on the nice list or the naughty list. Every night she would return to the North Pole to make her report on the day, and just before dawn she would return and find a hiding spot from which to watch her family.
Seven was a very serious elf, and she took her job seriously. She keeps close track of her family was doing, as whether they should get in presents for Christmas or not. One day, her supervisor, Elf Snowflake, and her assistant came to visit.
Hi, Seven. How are you doing today?
Busy. These kids are so wild right now.
I think they're just excited that it's getting near Christmas.
Excited is one way of putting it. They're bugging their parents and grandparents about what they want for presents. They're fighting with each other over Christmas baking, and they won't go to sleep at night because they want to see me move. I think the whole family's going on the naughty list.
This is what I wanted to talk to you about. Seven, we've been getting lots of bad reports from you.
Been getting bad reports from me because I'm watching bad kids. Look, they're even fighting right now.
Well, not everyone is good all the time.
Yes, but these kids are good one minute and bad the next. They are driving me crazy.
Just because they are driving you crazy doesn't mean they are bad kids. What about forgiving people for their mistakes?
I work for Santa. There's a nice list and a naughty list. There's no forgiveness list.
Well, maybe there should be a forgiveness list.
Isaiah 9, 1-2, 6-7. But there will be no gloom for those in anguish. In the former time, he brought into contempt the land of Zebulun and the land of Naphtali. But in the latter time, he will make glorious of the way of the seas and the land beyond Jordan, Galilee of the nations. The people who walked in darkness have seen a great light. Those who have lived in the land of deep darkness, on them light has shined.
For a child has been born for us, a son given to us. Authority rests upon his shoulders, and his name was Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. His authority shall grow continually, and there shall be endless peace for the one of David and his kingdom. His establish shall be endless peace for the up upon it with justice and with righteousness from this time on forevermore.
What was that?
I guess the kids are reading the Bible. This is a part about Jesus, the Prince of Peace.
We could use a little peace in this house. Why was a baby bringing peace anyhow?
A baby was bringing peace because God came to earth to find out more about people. God found out that people need some help to be good. God also found out that people need forgiveness. They need to be loved even when they are bad. Us elves need to forgive people too.
Well, what about the naughty list? What does Santa say about forgiveness?
Monty, go. Go, Monty.
Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, come on.
Santa!
I heard you talking about forgiveness and I thought that I'd stop by. There is a naughty and nice list. Don't tell anyone, but I put many people on the naughty list. Snowflake was right in saying people need some encouragement to be good. And if a person makes a mistake, they need to know that what? I lost where I was. They are still a good person. People need to know that God doesn't give up on us, like it says in the Bible. People who walked in darkness have seen a great light. When it is dark, our lives need light. When we make mistakes, we need to be forgiven. When we make bad choices that make our lives seem dark, that is when we need the light the most.
So what's my job then?
Your job is to watch the good and the bad and to be a cheerleader for the good. Your job is to also offer hope for change through the bad things that happen or the bad choices we make. Your job is like God's job.
So God really came to earth as a baby?
Yes, God came as the baby Jesus to know how we feel when we do good and bad things. God came to learn how to best be a cheerleader for the good, to offer hope for the bad, and to know how to love us the best.
I'm sorry, Santa Sweet, for being so hard on my family.
I forgive you. We all need to be encouraged to do the good, to be forgiven, and to be loved. Even I need to be forgiven sometimes for all the cookies I eat. Ho, ho, ho.
Thanks, Snowflake. Have a safe trip back to the North Pole.
Thank you. Have fun loving your family.
I will. Don't forget to do the good things, my family, but don't worry about doing the bad things. I am here for you, and so is God.
Thank you to Cami and Ethan, Elizabeth, Carmine, Monty, Laura, Mia, Annabelle, and Charlotte for your help. You all did great today. And as we go from this place, may we go with the joy of God's great and everlasting love for us. May we go with the peace of Jesus in our hearts, strengthening us to be peacemakers in this world. And may we go from this place with the inspiration of the Spirit enabling us to choose what really matters to us and what is most important at this time. Amen.